What's going on, YouTube? I'm gonna be smoking another Henry Clay Warhawk. It was so good, I had to do it again. Honestly. So today, this is what we're gonna be smoking. This is actually my second favorite cigar. Y'all hold on. Oh, as you can see, still the same cigar. Still the same tobacco, still the same smoke. I'm gonna be calling this Henry Clay Warhawk number 2. Yeah, that Henry Clay Warhawk number 2. A nice mild looking wrapper on here. I've smoked it. I know what it's all about. It is a medium body cigar. Got a little bit of black pepper in it, so I'm not going to really be doing a review. I'm just going to be telling a story and telling you guys positive things in life like I always do. So y'all stay tuned. We're going to get into this video. I ain't going to even show the light up or none of that. I'm just going to light it up. I'm going to cut them up, light them up. Now, got my cigar, got my coffee. Now, this story I'll be telling y'all about is it's fiction. It's not true at all. I might not even post this video, but it's just a story. So y'all hang on. If you got a nice cigar, or any cigar, go ahead and cut one up, smoke it. If you got a good drink, go ahead and drink it. Get your snacks, get your popcorn, and we're gonna get into this story. Y'all hang on. Okay, the name I will be using in this video and in this story will be Little Johnny. It's not a real person. This is not a real story. Everything I'm about to say from this point doesn't exist. I'm gonna create it as I say it to you guys. So I'm gonna be thinking of random everything. So the year is 1980. 1985 is the year. Little Johnny just got out of his bed. Just woke up and he getting ready to go to school. Little Johnny at this point, he's about roughly 9 years old. Little Johnny ended up getting ready, go to school. His family talking to him and things of that nature, tell him to have a good day at school. Mama put his backpack on him, tell Little Johnny, love him, kiss him goodbye. Little Johnny go out the door. Fine. So Little Johnny walking to his bus stop, and Little Johnny run into some, the bullies. A group of young men, about around the same age, probably about 9 or 10. As Little Johnny arrived on his bus stop, waiting on his bus, these couple of young children come up on Little Johnny and say, "Hey man, You got some lunch money? Little Johnny said, no, I don't have no lunch money. Remind you, little Johnny is like an average family, black family. And his mom and his dad barely making it. So yes, he don't have no lunch money. So he said, no, I don't have no lunch money. No. So the little boys, they say, yeah, you got some lunch money. Check his pockets. So one of the little boys grabbed little Johnny so he can't go nowhere while the other little boy check his pockets. Of course, they didn't find anything. So little Johnny told them, please stop. He told them, stop. He said, please stop. He said he don't want to get beat up. So the little boys, make a long story short, they found out he didn't have no money. They beat him up, took his backpack, went on about their way. Little Johnny laying on the ground crying, just whimpering real bad. You know, the bus finally arrived, and little Johnny still on the ground crying. The year is 1985, so you know, people don't too much care about, you know, the black people. So the bus driver told him, hey boy, if you don't get off that ground and get on this bus, I'm gonna leave your bad ass. I'ma just say it like that. Little Johnny wiped his little tears off, dust himself off, hop up on the bus. He gets in the first seat he can find, get close to the bus driver so he can, you know, somebody mess with the bus driver's seat. The first seat he sat down on, the boy power shoved him right into the aisle. Told him to get your ugly ass out of my seat. Little Johnny got up, looked at the bus driver. The bus driver just was looking at him. So little Johnny had to go to the back of the bus where the bad kids at. So, as little Johnny go to the back of the bus where the bad kids was at, he sat down in a seat, empty seat. The kids seen that. They seen him just get punked right in the front aisle, so they know at this point he's a target. So the other fellas, girls, and boys start throwing spitballs and paper balls at him, calling him a weak punk and call him all type of crazy names the whole ride to school. Little Johnny ended up going to school. Every time he go to class, people will bully him. Every time he enter class, people will bully him. At this point, little Johnny became used to it. So he went home. He told his mama what all happened to him. His mama said, well, boy, be a man. God dog it. He said, stand up for yourself. So, it's the next day. I love these Henry Clay Warhawks. They're just so awesome to me. Take this ass off. So, it's the next day. This thing goes on for quite some time. He became used to it. The same group of boys meet him at the bus stop, bully him. So he started eventually stealing from his mom and getting money so he can have some money for these little boys. And this went on for like the rest of that school year. So little Johnny is, let's say he's about 10 now. Still same boys, still getting bullied. So one day, little Johnny was at the bus stop. He got his backpack took. They beat him up, took his money, and this older man walked by. The older man told little Johnny, you know, sometimes you just gotta fight back to earn respect. That's what he told little Johnny. He didn't help him up, didn't help him dust himself off. He just said, you know, I've been watching you, young man, for a while, getting your ass whooped every day. And I came over here to tell you, sometimes you have to fight back to get respect. Little Johnny thought about that. He went through the whole day, same usual, getting bullied. He didn't think he had what it takes to fight back, so little Johnny finally woke up one night in a cold sweat. He said, well, damn, I'm tired of Billy, Bob, and Joe beating my ass and going to school getting my ass whooped. So, little Johnny knew he couldn't fight. Nobody taught him how to fight. So what little Johnny ended up doing was getting a hold of his mama's butcher knife in the drawer in the kitchen and putting it in his backpack. So his plan was, he know these boys show up like clockwork to take his money and always take his backpack from him. He always got to constantly get a new one. So little Johnny this time put the butcher knife in the backpack. He put the butcher knife in his backpack and he stole his mama's pocket knife and had that on the side of his pocket in case he needed to get to it in a hurry. So little Johnny go to school, put the backpack on, ready for these guys. Little Johnny showed up to the bus stop, as usual, like clockwork, and the boys was there waiting on him. Little Johnny said, y'all might not want to mess with me today. Today I'm packing some heat with me. The little boys was laughing. Look at this punk ass motherfucker here. And then little Johnny had a smirk on his face. Little Johnny pulled out the pocket knife and raised it at him. They looked at him, grabbed his hand, tackled him to the ground, and beat his butt. And took both the knives from him. At this point, little Johnny figured he had nothing else to do. He went home one night, tied his blanket to the bottom of his bed, put it around his neck, and was about to jump off. Really not really jump off, just sat down on the middle of his bed and let it hang himself. So, until something came in his mind, he was like, you know what? Sometimes you can push a man to his limits till you can't fight no more. But you never really know how a person or what a person really got in their tank until they've been pushed to their limit. So at this point, little Johnny said, all right, it ain't worth killing myself. He went to sleep, went to school. The next day, walking to the bus stop, he see these same guys, but these guys weren't here today, this time. They wasn't here. He was shocked. He got on the bus, nobody bullied him. Nobody was bullying him. He got on he went to school. He's like, oh, okay, everything good. Everybody that normally bully him ambushed him as he went in the bathroom to take a pee. They started throwing paper balls at him and things of that nature. humiliate him, pulled his pants down, gave him wedgies, all that, put his face in the toilet bowl, and they walked out and went back to class. So, little Johnny cried and cried and cried in the bathroom. Principal came in, didn't give a shit about him, told him to suck it up, take his ass to class. Little Johnny went home. He didn't go to school that next day. His mama didn't care. But that second day, little Johnny got his mama unlicensed handgun and all the extra mags, put it in his waistband, loaded it, went to school. The little boys was bullying him. He didn't mess with him then. He took the bullying. Got on the bus. He didn't mess with him. He took the bullying. As the little boys was getting off the bus, little Johnny pulled out his mama's handgun, shot all three of the boys in the back of their head, shot the bus driver, shot all the kids in the bus. And when the gun was empty and the police was called, little Johnny had the gun on the floor. He was on his knees, ready to accept hand restraints. So the year was 1985, so they didn't too much care about, us black folks. So they threw the book at little Johnny. Little Johnny spent the rest of his young adult life in juvenile detention facility, and when he was old enough, and 18, he went to the state penitentiary. So, little Johnny was at the penitentiary, big boy house. The day he killed all those people made him a man. He didn't take no more shit from nobody. He had people respecting him, and he didn't mind killing. So, the moral of this story that I told you guys today is watch how you treat people. A person can only take so much until they get pushed to their limit and end up doing some stupid stuff. And so poor little Johnny ended up spending the rest of his life in a penitentiary behind bars for triple homicide. Little Johnny was asked, do you regret it? Most people would have said, yeah, I don't think that I should have handled it that way. I tried to reach out to people, but I shouldn't have just fought them all and risk getting beat up. But little Johnny's response was, and this might mess some of y'all up. His response was, if he could start all over again, just start completely over, he wouldn't change anything. He said the day he killed those people was the day he became a true man. He said he didn't take shit from nobody. That's what he said. So the answer to his question, he told him, he said no, he wouldn't change nothing. So the moral of that story is, watch how y'all treat people. Watch how you talk to people. Talk to people like you have respect. At least act like you got it. And you never know. You might mess with that person or say something to somebody for the last time. And you too will end up like Billy Bob and the others. Dead, cold, on that damn ground. Taking the asphalt temperature challenge. Whole life ahead of them. But because they bullied the wrong person, kept bullying them, they took a fatal shot in the back of their head. And everybody else that said something to them took that cold temperature challenge as well. Be careful how you treat people, family. Sometimes it don't always go like you planned it. It's just like somebody saying, hey, I'm gonna fuck such and such up. Or I'm gonna beat such and such ass. And then somebody said, hey, did you hear what happened to the dude that said he was gonna beat such and such ass? They gonna be like, oh no, what happened to him? The guy ass he tried to beat killed his ass. You guys always try to stay on the positive side of life. Treat everybody with respect. Even if you don't like a person, try to respect them. Respect them as a human being. Y'all have a wonderful day, and always stay on the positive side of life, and always have another great day. Shout out to Lee Mac 912, and shout out to OG Ricky on the Grown Folks channel. Y'all take it easy. Be safe. And don't be a little Johnny.